There are plenty of kids who worry about their parents' finances as they get older.
But there are also some things that adult children need but don't always have when it comes to their own financial safety.
Our money expert, Bruce Helmer, joins us now. And so the age range that we're talking about here, young, healthy adults, so maybe in their 20s and 30s, making sure things are in order in case something happens.
Yeah.
And also
mom and
preparing financially.
Mom and dad still have a little influence over those.
Oh, absolutely. Mom and dad still have influence.
Yeah.
I have a 23-year-old. So, yeah, there's a lot of things. And some of these things maybe even mom and dad don't do. For example, we talk about having legal documents, wills, naming beneficiaries. Sometimes mom and dad haven't done that as well as they should either. But, yeah, adult children, especially if you're married and you're starting to have kids of your own, you really need to get out and get a will. And a lot of people don't, or they wait too long.
What
they
do
know
you think
they
the
should.
age is, though?
But again, it varies because I think the driving force there is marriage and or children.
Okay.
If you're a single person and no one's really dependent upon you, you probably don't need a will. But as your life changes, as you mature and buy a house, get married, have kids, you probably need a will, and you need to name beneficiaries. So many people have accounts at a bank or a brokerage account, and they don't understand that that financial person is not going to ask them if they want to put a beneficiary on. They have to request it. So we see a lot of accounts that don't have anybody named if something would happen to the.
We wanted a will as soon as we had kids because the fear is what if something happened to my wife and
right, and
me?
that's one of the key things of the will. Who's going to be the caretaker of our children
kids?
if tragedy strikes us?
Yeah.
This is
you hate to think about
bad thing to talk about.
Yeah. There are a lot of financial things, though, that parents also can tell their adult children, like, hey, are you doing this? Kind of the gentle nudge.
Yeah, and one issue is, if your kids need help, do you help them? At what point do you cut the apron strings? And I'd say look at, if they need help, is it because they overspent or did something bad happen? Their car blew up, or they got sick, or they were out of work for a while. And then if you do help them, it doesn't have to just be giving them money. You could do what we call an intra-family loan, where you give them a loan that they couldn't otherwise get, and you charge an interest rate that's more than the bank would pay you. That's a win-win for both parties.
Do you go to the bank for that? Who would?
No, mom and dad make a loan to adult child and get interest higher than the bank. The bank's paying us like 0.1% right now. We can charge our kids 1 or 2% interest. Good deal for us, good deal for them.
And that way, if you're doing a down payment on a house or something that you want to help your kid, it's not necessarily like you're in massive credit card debt.
Right. The other big ones that we look at with young people, so many kids still don't participate in their corporate retirement plan, which they should do, especially if there's a matching contribution. And so many young people still don't do Roth IRA. It's tax-free if you use it right. If you use it right, it's tax-free. I said that twice on purpose. You should be out there. Mom and dad are saying open a Roth, and kids are going, what's a Roth? I don't know how to do that.
I think that's the problem, though, is you can throw out all these terms, and we talk about this on the show all the time, and sometimes it just goes over your head, and you're too embarrassed to ask, okay, what is that? So is that something that you think as parents, like, do you actually know what this is? Like,
and
having
I think,
that conversation?
again, I'm thinking of my 20-something, and smart kid, responsible kid, but if I said Roth IRA, she'd go, what, Dad, what's that? So is it parents' responsibility, or these kids need to go get a financial advisor? Do they need help? They're probably not going to get a financial advisor, so mom and dad have to help.
You can do it. Yep. Very good. Thanks, Bruce.
Thank
Good
you.
advice.
You can see Bruce right here on Mid-Morning each Tuesday and get more financial advice on his show, Your Money, on WCCO Radio. Tune in Sunday mornings from 8:30 to 9:30, and if you do have a financial question, a specific one, you can actually call that number right there. Just leave a message, and your question might actually be answered on Bruce's show.